Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in our Ultimate Base 2.0. In the previous episode we somewhat took care of an alternative oxygen production system using the polluted water. We're gonna continue with that, and in today's episode I would like to finish exploring the world a little bit, as well as taking care of our steam vents. We have two steam vents actually pretty close to our base. This is good and bad. It is bad because we will have some heat production nearby, and it is convenient for future water acquisition. Before we continue exploring like crazy bastards, I would like to get into the temperature overlay and set up a border where we want to stop the heat from seeping through. Let's actually see. Yeah, we still have some sandstone, but it's probably best to build these tiles out of granite just because that is a nearby material. So that is what I'm gonna choose. And we'll probably want to go ahead and set up the border right here. And then if we do this right, we could set up something like this. Maybe let's go all the way down to here and start connecting this up. And then we probably want to do something similar on this side. I think I'm just going to do something like that. So we go down at this point. We sure have some chlorine in the joint here, but we might be able to deal with that by now. Or maybe even take advantage of it. Let's maybe do something like that. It is a little bit oddly shaped, but considering we're gonna remove this again as soon as we have a new setup, it's probably not the worst of ideas. So I guess at this point we're just gonna take everything apart. I actually want to set up a little bit of a priority for these tiles so we can collect most of the materials on the platform instead of it dropping down into the pool. I also want to expand on the water pool, so this is eventually gonna be it. Let's maybe ladder up at this point, ladder over right there and there. This is going to allow us to take even more apart. Don't want to destroy this polluted water pool just yet though. But this is going to be an important step towards the longevity of our base. We don't want the heat to slowly but gradually take over. And this is actually going to include the upper portion here. So probably somewhere around here we want more insulated tiles. I'm going to have to take this apart to reach everything. And do the same thing here on the other side. Maybe we're gonna wrap it up somewhat like this. I might want to take apart the window tiles so I can continue this. Now, do we care about the chlorine? Considering we are expanding at this point, I don't think it's going to be that bad. The chlorine is going to accumulate somewhere in the base at a very specific layer, and we should be able to take care of it. Also, the abyssalite right here doesn't actually transfer any heat. If we check out the properties, the thermal conductivity is 0.0. I've only ever seen it transfer heat when it is in contact with liquid, so that might be a little bit of a problem, but considering this is not that much heat, we should be fine. Now, I need to be a little bit careful with my ration box. I must make sure this is always within the carbon dioxide, so maybe for now we are just gonna do that and take this area apart as well. I think another thing I might want to do is add another deodorizer here and hook it up to power in order to get rid of this initial layer of polluted oxygen we accumulated. And here we go. Everyone is eagerly helping. That's always something I like to see. I actually had to fix the tiles a little bit so it adds up with the overall structure. We always have 4 tiles in between, but right here at the cold generators it's only 3, so we have to go 5 at the next one. Something else you mentioned is the radiation. Of course, we get some radiation from the shine box, and I'm not sure I want that just yet. We probably don't want to deal with the radiation. Also, another thing the shine box are famous for, they actually take away the sleep of our duplicants. Duplicants cannot sleep if there is light in the room, and of course that is a problem. So yeah, I should have cracked these eggs and just cooked them up. Good stuff. Everyone has something to do. Let's check out the skill points. We have Gene with another skill point. I don't think we need more research immediately. Yeah, the astronomy is for the telescope usage. That's not the point we are at the moment. So maybe improved carrying is gonna be the thing we're gonna go for right now. Also with another skill point, either improved carrying 2 or we could get into farming. Maybe now it's time to improve the farming so he can do that even better. In the meantime, everyone is still securing the base, and I just noticed we now have 3 full tanks or reservoirs of polluted water available to us. So I think at this point what I want to do is make a more intentional pool for my polluted water. We're going to do this somewhere up here. So I'm probably going to make this the same size we already have here. That means everything right here can actually go. Though I want to be slightly careful. Yeah, we need to restructure this bit by bit so we don't make any mistakes taking things apart. And then we're slowly going to move this polluted water, hopefully acquiring some more from the immediate surroundings. In terms of breathability, this seems to be working out. Right here we are only at around 1,200 grams and up here it's 1,700 grams. So maybe at the moment we're not producing it quickly enough, but we can go ahead and deconstruct these reservoirs once again in order to create some more off gases. I mean, we can clearly see only 4 or 5 of our deodorizers are busy at the moment. Of course, that's not going to suffice to create enough oxygen. Now, something else I noticed, of course, we have this bottle emptier that is taking care of the polluted water. And if we enable polluted water in here, they're actually gonna grab all my bottles that I have set up here at the bottom. So for now, I think I'm gonna make this sweep only. And this way we should be able to sweep up the bottles every now and then. But they're not gonna take the bottles from the oxygen system. Wonderful, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna set up one more liquid reservoir to take care of the rest of this, and then somebody needs to take apart this pump. Actually, thinking about it, I might not even want to do that. Let's just go ahead and fill up the reservoirs one more time. We can then go ahead and pump some more polluted water from downstairs up into the new holding basin. So once again, new printables available. I think I'm still gonna go with the eggs here, except we have a really good duplicant. No, not really something that I want. We're gonna go with the eggs, but this time around we're gonna immediately crack them up. So 3 shine nymph eggs, hopefully coming up. That reminds me, we probably need to go ahead and set Otto's cooking skill up again. Yes, he wouldn't be cooking otherwise. So farming first priority, but then when there's nothing to farm, we want to do the cooking. And also we want to set up the omelette recipe, which we can only set up once we have the first cracked egg. So let's actually see that happen. Otto, current errand. Yeah, there we go. He is bringing the eggs and then he's running away. Where are you going? There we go. Cracking up some eggs. Gotta love it. And now that we have the eggs... Oh, there's some polluted water here. Yeah, that's a bottle they attempted to bring over from here. I'm really disappointed in you guys. I guess we're just gonna sweep that up. Anyways, we want omelets in here. So cook omelets forever. Whenever there's a cracked egg, we automatically want to cook it. Wonderful. Just one more egg to go. No, he's taking a break now. Of course. These lazy bastards always taking breaks. And we can see it is now kind of working. All the deodorizers here at the bottom are active the entire time. And we can also see the flow of oxygen going upwards. This hopefully is going to sustain the breathability for a very long time to come and we don't waste all of our algae. We just gotta keep an eye on our sand reserves. Another thing I would like to permanently set up here in the recipes is eggshell to lime. Whenever we got some eggshells hanging around, we want to produce lime out of them. And that reminds me, within the refinery, we might also want to set up some kilns. Now, let me do this in a place where we don't mind the heat. I guess right over here wouldn't be the worst of ideas. I'm already gonna set up 2 kilns. One of them is going to be quite busy to create some ceramic, which is the best resource to use on insulated tiles. In the meantime, we are finishing this pool. Let's already go ahead and maybe dig down a little bit here. Actually, we could accumulate all of these polluted water pools in one spot. So eventually, I think what I want to do is set up a pump right here. And if we do this correctly, we can make this all flow into this spot and therefore only use one pump to get it all up. But I guess right now they still have enough to do with all the digging commands here. Oh, am I already digging this up? Wait, maybe we can do this better. Actually, I don't mind too much. Let's just make sure everything is insulated and then we can start taking things apart here. And look at that, the polluted oxygen is almost completely gone. I don't think we're gonna need that deodorizer anymore. We also got another skill point for Ren. I'm gonna go directly into improved carrying 2, and after that we're gonna work on his digging skills. We also need a mechatronics engineer soon. That means at least one of our builders we have to specialize in operating. It's gonna be very important in the future to build certain types of machinery. Now actually, before I forget, we need to close this off. Maybe let's just use a door so they can still go through this. But we definitely don't want to lose our room bonuses, so that's very important. There we go, the kilns are actually ready. Not sure if it was wise to keep them in here. They can get pretty hot, but if we don't craft too often, it should be bearable. Now you can see for the ceramic, we're actually gonna need a whole bunch of clay, so it's a good thing we are producing that within the oxygen machine here. You know what, I think I'm gonna set up my polluted water right in this place. I'm just gonna bring this down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a little bit prettier. Also, another bottle emptier in order to clean up stuff like this water. Not sure where this came from. And here we go, we're actually all done with this polluted water pool. Wonderful. We can sweep everything up and deconstruct it. New printables, let's see. Algae, cooking, we already got that covered. Ranching, doctoring, no. Yeah, let's be picky. I'm not really in a rush to get all the duplicates right off the bat. Right now, I don't feel like anything is being neglected for too long. As I was moving my pump and everything down here to make my new polluted water pool, I noticed something else. Marie caught some slime lung and she didn't make it in time to eat, actually. So what we have to do at this point is give them 1 hour more of downtime. This is because the base is slowly but gradually getting bigger and they need a little bit more time to navigate around to poop and eat. Come on, Marie. She is starving again. Yes, eat something. Okay, that's actually good to see. She caught some slime lung from up here. The problem about the slime lung is it is going to multiply as long as there is polluted oxygen. So I think what we have to do is set up another deodorizer here, just making sure we can actually get rid of all the polluted oxygen in the surrounding area. I might even not deconstruct this one, but this is a scenario I'm not willing to live with. We can also build a ladder up here in order to help us take apart the rest of this and finish building the insulated tiles. Looking a little bit better already. Another thing we can now actually do is set up the barbecue here. I just saw someone eating some meat, which is not good. We want them to eat the barbecue. So whenever we have that, we want to cook it. Also within the consumables, we now have to restrict eating meat. We don't want them to eat the raw meat. We always want them to eat the barbecue, the cooked version. Okay, with most of the building tasks out of the way, I think we are now gonna dig ourselves down and make sure we collect all the polluted water. So my ladder is gonna continue here. We're gonna go ahead, open this up, make sure we get down here, and it's always only a 2 high gap. We should be able to open this up and therefore all of this liquid is gonna drop down here. We're then gonna make our way over here into the next pool. And if we do this somewhat intelligently, we should be able to dig away this portion here as well and make this all flow down. Then the only thing we have to take care of is this little bit. Hold the phone. One thing I forgot, I need a little bit of space for a pitcher pump. That is gonna go right there. Alrighty, it looks like that actually worked out nicely. Now, I need to be careful about this. Yeah, this could result in some slime lung. I did not dig up any slime just yet, but you know, we don't want to risk another slime outbreak. Speaking about slime outbreak, I would like you to finish this up here. Yeah, we need that deodorizer. This is not good otherwise. I'm gonna leave this polluted water in place just for a bit because we do have a couple of slime pieces in here. As long as they're submerged, they're not gonna emit any germs. We got another skill point for May. I'm gonna go into improved carrying too, and after that we're gonna do the critter ranching. As for Marie, we don't necessarily need the hazmat digging just yet. We can also go into improved carrying at this point. Observing this is actually emitting a little bit more heat than I want at this point. So I think I'm gonna move the kiln setup just above my insulated layer. On the top here, it's not gonna do as much harm. Yeah, oh, we got someone trapped. Let me guess, it's Jean. No, it's actually Marie. If we take this tile apart, we should be able to save her. Is she gonna be smart enough? Hold the phone. Yeah, let's increase the priority. And then if you do this right, you're not trapped anymore, Marie. It's probably now time to unlock the teleporter. I want to see the destination. It is the swampy planetoid. And if we just oversee the planetoid, we can only see the surface, but there are gonna be many interesting materials that we can collect from this planetoid. I think at this point I want to do another research. Yeah, there we go. I thought I crashed the game. What I'm interested in next is maybe automating the bathroom. So we're gonna need sanitation, but also important is gonna be the water sieve. We can make use of the water sieve in combination with the carbon skimmer, for instance. Considering all the polluted oxygen in our basement, I think I want to drag a power line down here, Gonna set up a tile with another deodorizer. So that's gonna go right there. And then we probably want to keep on digging. Or we are just satisfied with this amount of polluted water for now. No, let's actually see it through. All we have to do is maybe dig up this area and then make our way down here. That should already work out in order to build everything we need. I'm also gonna continue the power wire all the way down here. Yeah, let's do it like so. And we're gonna need a whole bunch of pipes to make our way back up with the polluted water. We're just gonna go straight up at this point. This is also mostly temporary, and we're gonna unload the polluted water in our new area. Of course, we have to make sure that this is actually finished. Maybe let's just go ahead and finish it. And we also want the pitcher pump set up right there. From the looks of it, the steam vent has been idling for quite a while. It is still pretty hot in here, but I would like to secure this area a little bit. Just in case we get some scalding duplicants, I'm already gonna prepare a bunch of triage cots. And then I think what we're gonna do is just make our way in here. We probably want to ladder our way over there. I also want to make sure we enclose this whole thing as soon as possible, and we want to analyze it also as soon as possible. Once it has been analyzed, we're gonna close it off until we actually want to do something with it. And at this point, we can also risk getting a little bit of chlorine in the joint. So we are gonna attempt to do the same thing upstairs here. It's 66 degrees. I think we can risk it. So ladder your way over there. And we also already want to prepare the tiles around here. We're gonna try to do this corner here first. So give it some priority. I also had to set up more deodorizer because it is getting out of control here as well. Well, it's not that bad. Oh, we also got another skill point. Either crop tending or improved carrying 2. I think I'm gonna go for that one. Just seems more attractive at this point. Oh no, looks like now we actually crashed. Don't do this to me, game. And yes, by the way, I also had to move the ration box over here. This seemed to be a more secure area, considering we have all this polluted oxygen here. Okay, looks like we did lose a little bit of progress. No problem, I'll be right back. Oh no, this guy's actually still active. Not good, not good. Let's go for the other one first then. You know, one thing we could do with this corner here is expand this a little bit and then make the farm bigger. This guy also still active. I guess I have to wait for the dormant phase. We're not gonna be fast enough otherwise. Another skill point for Jean. You know what? She could actually be our mechatronics engineering person. I mean, we still take all of the research options, but after that, we really have nothing to do with her. Anyways, improved carrying it is for now. Okay, we got an interesting arrival. Banhee right there. Tidying and supplying. This is perfect. Look at that. It's like plus 24 strength. Is that correct? It might just be plus 12, but she's the perfect person, I think, to take on board at this point. I definitely want her. However, that means we have to expand our rooms here a little bit and give her a bed. So this needs to happen really quickly. And we still have the space for a mess table, which also needs to happen quickly. Then let's schedule her correctly. Looks like the third schedule has the most time. I want to make sure she doesn't take a break right now. This immediately means May doesn't need to focus on tidying too much anymore. And also the life support is going to be done by Banhee. Yeah, I actually want her to focus on life support first and then tidying. And after that, everything else. Actually, she's not going to do any attacking whatsoever. And actually, rocketry might be something we want to disallow as well for everyone. She can do operating if she wants. She doesn't need to do any building or digging whatsoever though. Yeah, supplying and storing is going to be good. Let's get into the skill points right away. She's going to be improved carrying in the beginning. And I also want to give her the appropriate hat. She's just the person I've been waiting for. And there we go. Just need another bed, please. Thank you. Great, looks like slowly but surely we got everything under control. The base is now also secured from heat. Of course, we are still going to produce some heat internally. The next step is going to be to secure both of these steam vents until we want to do something with that. And then we also want to bring up the polluted water. So let me just continue a little bit, let them carry out their jobs. And hopefully when I come back, I have something presentable to show you. Alrighty, I am back. It is a couple of cycles later. We actually have access to the polluted water now. It is being pumped up at this moment, so it is filling up this chamber. I also collected a whole bunch more materials from the ground. Another thing I had to do is change the plant right here because we were reaching the 30 degrees mark. This is slightly concerning. We'll have to address this in the future. But the Mirth leaf can actually take up to 50 degrees, I believe. So at least we could save the Great Hall bonus. But at this point we're pretty much secure from the outside heat sources. The only thing I still have to wait for is for these steam vents to actually go into their dormant phases so we can take them apart as soon as possible. One thing we might want to tap into in the next episode is this cold biome, minus 60 degrees. We can utilize that in order to bring some chill to our base. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with our accomplishments today. We established the base a little bit better. What I would have liked to do a little bit more maybe is explore, so we could focus on that in the next episode. And after that, of course, we should focus on some more research again. Maybe get the bathrooms in the joint. Something I would like to decide on very soon is the living area. We actually want to build this as soon as possible, and then exosuits are gonna be the next topic. But I think with that out of the way, we're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you once again for the support on this series. You're doing an absolutely amazing job. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.